We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Wide receiver, the
first play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Carolina.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Brought down at the
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Barkley on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Down to the 25. Number 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 25 on second down. Allen, he'll find Metcalf. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Barkley on the handoff. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
After one, it's 13-6.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard on the play.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to
Darius Slayton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
27, Washington 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Barkley on the carry.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A pass complete here to Conley, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Switch up, switch up. 31's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun. Jones gives this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
At the 60. 18,
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You. 31's the mic. Big stop, G.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this one caught by Max Williams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Mo Alley Cox.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Jones on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now throwing on first down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the
good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jaron Reed. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
3rd down.
Now Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henry's got it out on the left side. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
55. Watch the run. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Number 22,
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Down at the 4-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's bound the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike, down 80. Silver. Hey, check right.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. After the sack on first down, Jones eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Jones throwing on 4th down, and he's going to go down again. Chase Young, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
At the 41.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. As he and how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
On third down, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
31's the mic. 60 Bobcat.
On fourth down, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Steps away to his... Allen hit. He lost the football.
Today's final score, Panthers 45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.